Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel. In this video, I am going to solve 2021 examination problem which is related to income from house property. Let's solve the problem. See the problem. Compute the net annual value from the following information. Municipal rental value rupees 1 lakh, fair rental value rupees 90,000, actual rent rupees 10,000 per month, unrealized rent rupees 10,000, municipal taxes paid rupees 10,000, standard rent rupees 1 lakh 10,000. So we have to identify net annual value in this problem. Okay, in this problem, we have to identify net annual value. To identify net annual value, first we have to identify gross annual value. So, computation of gross annual value. Gross annual value. So, for that we have to follow this format. Step number 1. Municipal value the given in the problem 1 lakh rupees, fair value the given 90,000. So in this whichever is higher, that amount we should consider. So in these two, whichever is higher amount that we should consider. So in these two amounts, higher amount is 1 lakh rupees. This will be a notional rent. Step number 2, notional rent or standard rent. Step number 2, notional rent, we identified 1 lakh, and standard rent. So standard rent given in the problem 1 lakh 10,000. So in these two, whichever is lower, whichever is less. So lower amount is 1 lakh. This will be your expected rent. Step number 3, expected rent or actual rent. Step number 3, expected rent. So expected rent we identified 1 lakh. Actual rent we have to identify. So actual rent, to identify that we have formula, that is annual rent minus unrealized rent. So first we have to identify annual rent. So annual rent is equal to so for each month how much they are paying, 10,000 they are paying for each month, so into 12, so we'll get 1,20,000 will be your annual rent. 1,20,000. So 1,20,000 annual rent minus unrealized rent given in the problem 10,000. If you deduct, you will get actual rent 1,10,000. In these two, whichever is whichever is higher. So higher amount is 1,10,000. This will be your gross annual value. So what we have to identify in this problem? We have to identify net annual value. So net annual value is equal to gross annual value minus municipal tax paid. Municipal tax paid by the owner. So gross annual value we know already, 1,10,000 minus municipal tax paid. How much? 10,000 given in the problem. If you deduct, you will get 1 lakh will be your net annual value.